Giant creatures, scary monsters, evil villains. This Fortnite Halloween update is going to be one of the biggest Halloween event we have ever had in the history of Fortnite. Here's everything you need to know about Fortnite Mares 2025.
Oh yes, Midas. I know him, and he's an old friend. But now he is nothing but an annoying fly I want to squash. He may be people's hero, but I know the truth. He is nothing but a selfish thief. As soon as you see him, make sure to eliminate him and bring me his golden hand. I want to mount it on the wall of my study.
You see, that right there is a Fletcher Kane. He was introduced back in Chapter 6, Season 2. And it was obviously the gold season, and Midas was there as well. And it was revealed to us that Midas and Fletcher Kane used to know each other at one point. And Midas described to us that Fletcher Kane got greedy and ended up being this evil villain. But Midas had a secret as well. In fact, if you spoke with Midas, he would tell you that I have a secret that no one needs to know as long as we stop the dark presence and protect the 0 point. And the reason why I'm bringing up Midas and Fletcher Kane is because what Fletcher Kane told us in that dialogue, bring me his golden arm. Now that is very interesting because let me take you back in time to Chapter 4. Now I'm going to play you this trailer. Make sure to pay attention to every little details. Now this is obviously Kato Thorn, an evil vampire. Other than the evil vampire villain, you might have noticed two things in this trailer. Half Moon logo literally everywhere around his base, and also the time machine as well, which was locked in a giant vault in the basement of his mansion. And notice how he walks out of the time machine and he's holding this golden artifact. And you can tell from the date he has just arrived from 2020, and that was during Chapter 2. And inside of his giant vault, he not only had a time machine, but also a bunch of other artifacts as well. There was an object that shocked everyone, and that was Midas's hand.
This fall, vengeance is a dish best served gold. Midas's revenge. The shadows will rise. Buckle up. The spirit world kicks into high gear. If you can't beat him, join him.
You see, after Midas was defeated by the Imagine Order, he came back, and this was the Fortnite Mares update known as Midas's Revenge. He wanted to take revenge on the Imagine Order, and it is not quite clear and explained to us exactly how Midas obtained this dark energy power, but we suspect that he actually went to this Dark Lord and got this dark energy power. And what if that evil Lord is in fact the Dark Presence? Midas probably promised the Dark Presence maybe the 0 point, because that's exactly what the Dark Presence is after. In chapter 6, we know that because he actually took a piece of the 0 point. But Midas failed, as we all know, because after that, Midas just completely disappeared because he was actually running away from the Dark Presence. And maybe the Dark Lord hired Kato Thorn, one of the most smartest, most evil villains in the history of Fortnite. And the fact that back in chapter 4, Kato Thorn had Midas's hand might suggest that he actually captured Midas at some point, and probably with the help of Fletcher Kane as well, because if you look at Fletcher Kane's body, you will see a half moon logo all over him. That suggests that Fletcher Kane might be working for Kato Thorn. And you might be wondering, if Fletcher Kane and Kato Thorn captured Midas, then how is Midas here? Now, what I'm about to say, you gotta listen very carefully, because time travel is very confusing. Because even though chapter 4 took place in the past, but in Fortnite, chapter 4 hasn't happened yet. Because remember, at the end of chapter 4, we took Kato Thorn's time machine and we went back in time. And remember, in chapter 4, it wasn't explained to us how Kato Thorn got Midas's arm. And the reason for that is because we're about to see this huge battle that took place between Kato Thorn and Midas. And I think Fortnite Mares 2025 is going to be that event, especially now that we are starting to see the crescent moon, the same moon that showed up on the chapter 4 map when Kato Thorn arrived. And also remember the red rift that arrived back in chapter 4 and this season. Now, Kato Thorn has a huge plan for this huge battle with Midas, but that is the final event. A lot is going to happen before that. Here is Kato Thorn's first move. That's right, he's going to attack Midas's daughter, Marigold. But he's not going to eliminate Marigold, he's going to turn her into a vampire. Now, if you guys don't know, vampires has this ability to turn normal humans into vampires by biting them, but not completely eliminating them. So slowly over time, they turn into a vampire as well. And this is how Marigold is going to look like after she turns into a vampire. Okay, now what is up with this giant wolf statue? I feel like at some point, Kato Thorn is going to bring out his huge weapon, which is this giant wolf statue. Remember, this wolf statue just showed up on the map when Fletcher Kane arrived on the island. And right now, if you go to OG Fortnite, you will see this wolf howling statue as well, howling at the moon and the red rift as well, maybe telling us the arrival of Kato Thorn, which happens to be the wolf, meaning Fletcher Kane's boss. And it's not just the moon that's red. As you can see right over here, this entire lake has turned red as well, and soon during this Fortnite Mares update, this is going to happen. Watch this. That's right. This island in the middle is going to rise from this lake, and you will see the cube be part of the island as well. And that is going to go around corrupting everything. But the only confusing part is back then it was the last reality. This time around is Kato Thorn. How does that make sense? I mean, I would love to know the relationship between Kato Thorn and the last reality. Maybe they're working together. I've actually never won an OG Fortnite game. Let's see if I can win this. Come on, let's go. Where are you going, brother? Later. Oh my god, bro. Everyone is running in this game for some reason. Come on. Oh my god. Yo, this weapon is OP. Bro, what are you doing? Oh my god, you're an idiot. What an idiot, bro. What the... Oh, someone right there. Oh my god, he was one shot. Please. Please, please, please. Oh my god, Bloom. Please. Please, please, please. Oh my god, Bloom. Oh my god, Bloom.